Among the famous towers and the villas with huge gardens belonging to the upper-class families of Thessaloniki, a special place belonged to the Fernandez family. The mansion was built in 1912 upon Aragonese famous architectural design and is known as Villa Blanche in honor of Blanche Fernandez. The municipality of Thessaloniki restored the building in 1997 as a project during Thessaloniki's time as cultural capital of Europe. Apostolos Papagiannopoulos supervised the building using Professor Nikos Moutsopoulos' study of the blueprints. In recognition of the important contribution of Andreas Georgiadis to modern Greek painting, the city of Thessaloniki has organized this exhibition in his honor, bringing together works from all periods, representing all the artist's most characteristic choices of subject matter. Throughout its entire duration, the artistic career of Andreas Georgiadis was a model of structure and clarity. His long career, lasting over 60 years, is characterized by a consistent adherence to the principles and values of classicism. Georgiadis' early years were difficult and full of incident. His father Vasilis' involvement in the revolutionary movements of the period, and the family's flight from their native city to Milos and from there to Egypt, meant that Andreas was forced to seek employment from an early age. Initially with the contractor and decorator Venados, an experience which provided him with a positive introduction to the art of painting. It is clear then why Georgiadis took the entrance examinations for the Athens School of Fine Arts in 1911, a year after his family had moved to the Greek capital. He was accepted into the school and registered for the 3rd class under Demetrios Georgiadis. When the Balkan Wars broke out, he interrupted his studies to serve with the Garibaldian Volunteer Corps, the Red Tunics, losing the use of one eye at the Battle of Driscos in 1912. He recovered from this misfortune and returned to the school in 1916, graduating 7 years later in 1923. Anxious to broaden his knowledge, he entered the Avarofio competition, organized by the Polytechnic School, and won first prize with a scholarship allowing him to study in Paris for 4 years. Here he attended the École des Beaux-Arts, and also of his own accord the Julian, the Colarossi, and Grand Chaumière free academies. Georgiadis took advantage of his residence in Paris to familiarize himself with the Louvre collections, studying works by Renaissance and Baroque artists. He also seized the opportunity to travel abroad, visiting museums in Madrid, Toledo, the Escorial, Antwerp, Ghent and Brussels. Among the works of the old masters, he paid particular attention, making careful copies, to paintings by Renoir, Rembrandt, Ribera, Van Dyck, Titian, Velázquez, Rubens, Carreno and El Greco. Through these studies, he sought to revive the style and techniques of the great masters, and to create the spirit which permeated their works, while giving it the stamp of his own personality. A second scholarship for 2 years abroad, awarded him by Hercules Voltos, after his first solo exhibition at the Parmesos Gallery in October 1929, allowed him to continue and expand his studies at the Louvre, while also visiting Rome and making a thorough study of the work of El Greco. Working indefatigably as he toured the museums of Europe, Georgiadis produced many original paintings of his own, as well as copies of the works he saw. Among the wide variety of subjects he painted, many of them portraits, we find nude studies as well as compositions from everyday life, scenes from the lives of ordinary people. They include oil paintings and a large number of sketches in pencil, charcoal and ink, demonstrating the great facility in draftsmanship and a clear sense of harmony in structuring the main axes of the surface. The same can be said of the works in oil, which are characterized by a richly varied palette, a considerable ability to balance warmer and cooler colors, and a robust sense of composition. Georgiadis also took advantage of this second scholarship to complete his formal studies, enrolling at the Regia Scuola per Industria Artistica in Bologna and attending courses in fresco painting, where he perfected the skills he had first acquired years before working for Orlando and the Nistri brothers.